Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I wish, right? Welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator, and welcome to that review I mentioned before, where we're going to look at the Grand Canyon and compare it to some other places. Let me just step out of my virtual supercar here. I have no idea what this is supposed to be. It says a 12-cylinder. Is it like a Lamborghini Veneno? I don't know. I don't know. This looks like Lamborghini. Who cares? Who cares? This is a flight simulator I'm talking about. We can all agree that that's a A-class Mercedes, right? No, these are obviously Audi taillights. Okay, fuck off. Anyway, we're going to, as previously mentioned, take a run through the Grand Canyon area and see how it compares to the remainder of the sim, the unpolished, natural, real-world experience. We're going to be taking up the H-125 to do that today, so I'm going to get the aircraft prepped, and I will check back in with you once we are ready to take off. Right, spooled up and ready to go. Let's see if I can remember how to fly the old bird here. Alright, so we've got a pretty steady winds coming from behind us out of the, I guess, westerly direction. I'm going to expect that to shift as we approach the canyon wall. So first things we'll look at, obviously, yeah, and that's what I don't like about H-125. So you're going to see a lot of this, like, jittery tail dragging nonsense. That's not me on the pedals, I promise. I mean, it might be a little bit me fighting it. But it just does that sometimes. Not have that issue with the R66, so. I mean, you can see this is obviously a handcrafted building, right? We're not going to spend too much time looking around the whole thing. I actually should have just stayed in the helo. Because I don't know how to run yet. In the game, I can run. Never mind. But yeah, you've got, you know, these hand-done signs. The terminal building is obviously bespoke. It says Grand Canyon on the top of it. The passengers at this on this point without escort. Gate 4 keep closed, so on and so forth. So you get the idea. Very, very, very busy ramp. That'll just go in tow with your traffic slider. And you got more buildings down here. A really, really deformed fuel tank that'll probably get better as we get closer. Although, oh yeah, I did. I was going to say, although I did kind of turn down the LED for objects to give us a few more frames, but it doesn't seem to have helped. It's still low. Get the general gist. We're going to hop back in the H-125 here. So, leaving behind Canyon Air Tours. Quick overflight of the tower. Very interesting control tower location, off-center from the main runway. I'm assuming that's the control tower. And we're going to rejoin this highway here. Just kind of slow roll through this area. I might have to turn some stuff down. Namely trees. I have a lot of trees on. But you can really get an idea of just how highly crafted everything is here. I mean, look at this. This is a Holiday Inn. Snowflakes. The Grand Hotel. More obviously handcrafted buildings next door. I mean, even look at the street signs and flags on the poles. Don't get me wrong, this is great and I love it, but it's not the norm. It's not what you should expect. Excuse me. Can't read that sign from here. Let's go touchdown. Guess we'll just do it right here in this roadway. This little slipway here. There's more of that tail rotor twitch. Don't know what the hell's going on with that. So we'll hop out here. So very cool custom signage. Again, it's murdering frames. This is probably some of the worst performance I've seen out of Flight Sim. But it's also arguably the best looking scenery. And you've got the sign for the roundabout coming up ahead. You've got marked signage for the stop walking forward. If anyone can tell me why the hell my character just keeps walking for no reason, that'd be great. You know, the maps here, all that sort of stuff. We're not going to go too far because I want to keep heading back the other way. So you get the idea, right? I'm not going to keep stopping at every single building on the way. 7-minute lodge, a very well-crafted McDonald's, trading post. Now we got traffic on the roads a little bit. Is that a Quick Trip? Or is that a Circle K? What do they have in this part of the country? It's a Texaco. Yeah, it's a Texaco. Alright. Inferior on both ends. Just kidding. Just kidding. Except for the Quick Trip part. Alright, so let's bust out of town here. It's been pretty rainy around the Grand Canyon the last couple days that I've been flying around here. We've got real world weather turned on. If this persists, we'll obviously turn it off so we can actually see some of the Grand Canyon. No thank you, live weather. So there you have it, the Grand Canyon. Handcrafted, looking gorgeous, admittedly. Looks great, fantastic. This looks amazing. I suspect it would take me a very long time to try and find a fault in the scenery here. I have found a couple, but they're so few and they're so far between. You'd be out here for a while. Look, there's one. Okay. Okay, so we found one, but like we're not gonna find another one. I'm not timing this. Guys, I promise I'm not timing this. Okay, other than this wall, you're not gonna find other faults. Yo, is Microsoft listening to me? Anyway, you get the idea. For the most part, nicely crafted Grand Canyon. Looking fantastic. Let's go over to the Glen Canyon Dam, which is not far from here geographically. Not terribly far. I mean, it's far enough where I don't want to fly there by helicopter. And take a look at what Sub has dropped here. So one more closing shot of the Grand Canyon. Absolutely magnificent. And let's go over to the Glen Canyon Dam. All right. No beating around the bush. We're just going to cut straight to the Glen Canyon Dam. And again, I don't want to say that everything here looks bad. That would be an exaggeration. Everything here does not look bad. But it certainly is not as nicely polished as what was displayed in the 7. That's kind of where my bullshittle meter goes off, is, okay, you let all the creators fly around the Grand Canyon area, which was polished. Yet, we're over here now at Glen Canyon. I'm looking at the power supply lines. Heck, let's give it a better shot here, since I am getting good frames right now. Let's turn up the terrain level of detail to 200. We've been at 150 this whole time. And let's turn buildings up to ultra. So we should be refreshing with maximum, not maximum, but very high levels of detail. Again, a reminder that I was struggling to keep a constant frame rate in the previous one. The Glen Dam, that looks good. I think that's acceptable. That's more than fine. All the details around it, not so much. We'll get to that in a second. But if I circle back around here to these power poles, you can see we got good modeling there. And then what the... That side of the river, good. What are these? You guys remember that old meme from the, I don't even know, like 2016 with the shoes? What are those? Yeah, that. I want you to know that I wanted to put that audio in, but I didn't because I care about you. So you're welcome. Like and subscribe. Anyway, let's break off here and get to the part that, everyone's already seen and really wants to go back to. Let's fly under these power lines. Not sure if it's a me thing or what, but I find the H-125 an incredibly difficult rotorcraft to fly coordinated. And look at my turn coordinator. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. I do want to point out, I'm not going to slow down for it, but we'll crest the backside of the dam here. And yeah, lots of broken terrain and texturing. Lots of it. And everything's default. You saw we turned up our terrain level of detail to 200. And we do have working, functioning water here, so let's get down low here and do a quick hover check. Over the water. Uh-oh. Hey, look, I'm modeling VRS. I'm modeling VRS, that's what's going on. It was an operator error. I just wanted to show you what VRS looks like. So, just to prove I'm not fibbing here. Shut your mouth. I don't care. I want to show them the water effects. We get down low enough, so there you go. There's my rotor wash affecting the water, right? You can see that I'm roughly, I don't know, 5-10 feet off the ground. What's my radar altimeter say? Yeah, roughly around there. Okay, so let's go to this Void-O-Matic over here. And we'll get a little bit past it. This is all not supposed to be like this. This is all water. It's supposed to be. I had a coughing fit, and then I thought I unmuted the mic and I was talking, and then I wasn't. Anyway, you can tell that this is satellite data. You come way out. It's satellite data of the water. So, I mean, it makes sense why it looks this way, but why did this not get turned into real water? That's the part I don't get. And you can see we sink partially through it. That I'm kind of somewhat willing to forgive. Oh my word. It's like water rocks. They made that. This is like the water bed texture. There's just no water. That's funny. That's really interesting. Maybe they like inverted the textures or something, because you'll see here as we continue, we're gonna get a really big drop off of terrain, and we're back to what's real water. Let's set down right on the edge here. Let's see what the sim does for us. Okay, so that's solid. If I get one skid off of the side. Alright, well, there you have it, folks. I'm gonna turn away from that because that is sickness-inducing looking over there. But then we come back down to here. Lower elevation. And we're back to the real water again. So, I think I want to look at one more location just for comparison's sake, and that is going to be Las Vegas, Nevada. Specifically the Hoover Dam Bridge and the Hoover Dam itself. Because I do remember at Flight Sim Expo, they were showcasing the Las Vegas area. They were letting people take off and fly around there. So I want to see how that stacks up. Again, geographically speaking, in the scale of the United States, not very far. So we will hop over there next. Alright, we've got ourselves loaded in here at the Hoover Dam. We're actually at the Hoover Dam Lodge right over there. Had no idea that they had 3 helipads here, but apparently they do. Hoover Dam's just off to our right here, so we're gonna again do a reversing takeoff, or attempt to. My skill set in the H125 certainly is not that of the R66. Off the cliff face we come, adding power, adding power, adding power. Alright, well, it's not a crash. I'll take it. So you can immediately see some more of that, I don't know, ripping terrain, whatever you want to call it. Like we saw over by the Grand Canyon. It's obviously a little bit busier here than at the Grand Canyon. A lot of traffic on the roadway there. And just on the other side of this big mountain hill is the Hoover Dam. So I think that's supposed to be power station stuff. There is one of the entryways to the Hoover Dam touristy area. You break off, go underneath the interstate. It's the parking area there. And yeah, this is all power generation. There's the Hoover Dam, there's the Hoover Dam Bridge. This is, I would say, on par with, maybe slightly above the Glen Canyon Dam. It definitely looks a little bit higher fidelity, but there's like the rocks poking through the dam there. Yeah, no, you got more of the, okay, it's on par. You've got more of that big cratery stuff with the rocks. Do we have a modeled spillway? Looks like we actually might. That was a really weak point in the, yeah, we do. Alright, cool. It's not perfect, but it's, we're dead. Struck a power line. Ignore me. So that's cool. I like that. Love seeing that, in fact. Let's go, I want to go look into that. So let's go land. Yeah, you can see, look at that thick water. backside of Lake Mead. See, we're actually getting some good wave trips too. A little bit of white caps. We're gonna set down in this parking lot here. Alright, I want to go look at the spillway here. Not sure I'm going to be able to see over this wall. I can't. Dang it, it's just like real life. So, anyway. You get the idea. I've once again made a 45-minute video and do something that probably could have been condensed down into 10. But you don't come here for concise, light-hearted commentary. That's decoy voice. I'm Sample246. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. And as always, drag skid and take it easy. No, drag skid's not going to be a new. I think I did that on accident. And I just wanted to. Anyway, bye.